Hi, welcome to Priestess Entrepreneur Kitchen Table Conversations. I'm Cindy Morris, your host. Priestess Entrepreneur Kitchen Table Conversations is a forum for women to talk about their experiences in business and the business of life. Now, we know we're living in some very interesting times. We can feel the shifts happening on our planet. We can feel them with the earthquakes, hurricanes, all kinds of earth changes. Those changes are happening inside our societies and they're happening inside ourselves as well. This show I have developed as a place for women to talk about how we maneuver through these very challenging times and how we can support and empower one another to be the priestesses that we have come to be. So you might be saying, well, what is a priestess and what's a priestess entrepreneur? Well, a priestess is a woman who embraces her connection to the divine. She connects to the divine through meditation, through quiet time with herself. And during those quiet times, her own divine guidance speaks to her. And when that divine guidance is listened to, she is then directed to do her good work in the world. That's what a priestess does. She does good, supportive, uplifting work in the world as guided by her own divine guidance, the voice that comes from within herself. Now, if you put that together with an entrepreneur, well, what does an entrepreneur do? Well, an entrepreneur is a visionary and a risk taker, someone who is willing to go for the big picture of her passion and create business, create livelihood for herself, connected to her divine guidance. Then she becomes a priestess entrepreneur. That's what I am, and that's what many of you are as well. Now, on my show, I'm going to be interviewing all different kinds of priestess entrepreneurs, from retail business owners to coaches, therapists, people who sell certain services to support women in business or maybe to support themselves in their own lifestyle. As we know, women are the largest growing sector of the business world. According to the numbers of 2006, which I think the numbers have only gotten bigger since then, actually, women-owned businesses were growing twice as fast as overall U.S. firms. There were over 10 million women-owned businesses in the United States. So that's astounding. And as we enter and develop ourselves in the business world, we need a lot of support. We don't really necessarily know how to do all the things that we need to learn how to do. And that's when we need to come together and talk about what are the challenges? What do we need to learn to grow our businesses and ourselves in the process of becoming good bosses, successful business owners? So I hope that you will join us when we have all our different guests on our show, and perhaps even you would like to be a guest on the show, and come and share with us your wisdom and your experiences, your challenges, your triumphs, as we will share here with you. You can also read about some of the Priestess Entrepreneur tenets. This is my book, Priestess Entrepreneur, Success is an Inside Job, because that's what priestesses understand, that everything that they experience in their external world is just a mirror of what's going on in their internal world. So, for instance, let's say you're having trouble with your staff. Maybe you're codependent with your staff. You take care of them too much, over caretaking, big issue for women. Well, chances are if you're doing that with your staff, you're also doing that in your personal life. So when you heal one part of your life, you heal the other part. Personally, I believe that it is up to women to uplift ourselves, empower ourselves, and heal ourselves because we are the vanguard of healing on the planet. And this is what our time requires of us. We are asked to step up to the plate and be the priestess entrepreneurs that we have been born to be. You can find out more about the show at priestesstv.com. You can also go, when you're on that website, that's my blog. So please leave a message, a comment on my blog. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your feedback about the show and what topics you would like to see on the show so that we can make the show most relevant to you. Also on my site, priestesstv.com, you will find a navigation button, just like on a website, it is a website, to the online store. You can buy my book there. I have a lot of other books there that I've written that are available not only in ebook form, but I've actually recorded them. You can hear me telling stories, reciting my own stories, and reciting this whole book. If you like to listen to a book on recording MP3 file, maybe you'd like to listen to it in your car or while you're out walking and get the inspiration and the upliftment of the priestess energy. I also have there some meditations, guided meditations that can help you relax and connect with your chakras and help you align yourself with your own divine guidance. You can also find there an eye pillow. It's a beautiful silk eye pillow made by a group of collective, a women's collective in Hanoi in Vietnam. They're beautifully dyed silk to match the priestess color, beautiful peachy color, and that's to encourage you to get plenty of rest time. During these amazing times of transition and change, we can feel quite exhausted, and getting rest time, even a nap, taking your little pillow with you and maybe taking a nap in the car if you're somewhere and you just need to take a break. Napping and resting is a very crucial part of personal self-care for the priestess, and I'm a big believer in sleep. And if you're not getting enough, then you never really get revitalized. And we need to be revitalized in order to be the active, uplifting participants of healing change on our planet today. So thank you so much for joining me here on Priestess Entrepreneur Kitchen Table Conversations. I hope that you'll be a very frequent guest and participant in this amazing time of healing and change on planet Earth. Thank you.